While the greedy dogs slept off their revelry, I hexed their anchor with every twisted incantation I could muster, imbuing it with the weight of my ambition and my contempt for their crude extortion. At the witching hour, the anchor pulled with preternatural force, dragging craft and crew down into the depths. They must have cried out, but no sound escaped the swirling black waters.
if there's anything we can learn from all of these like intro scenes to the bosses, is don't mess with the ancestor, dude.
Poor devils.
Like, you cross him and he'll just like sit there his whole Friday night and just try to curse you. He'll just sit there all night, just make sure your ship like sinks because you're a little bit mean to him, you know? Well, to be fair, those guys were pirates. Pirates aren't cool, but I don't know. Also, cursing someone to the depths of the ocean is not really cool. Hello everyone. Hope we're all doing well. Welcome to Darkest Dungeon. We're doing the Drowned Crew today. Gotta say, I admit, I'm a little bit off my mojo today. Oh, especially in Darkest Dungeon. You wouldn't believe what my last mission was. They took a 4-man squad. Well, of course you take a 4-man squad, but whatever. Took a squad to some place just to level up some dudes. I was like, hey, why don't we stick this torch into this thing and kill that boss? It's piss easy. And every turn it shuffled my leopard to the very back of the team. And leopards are just useless if they're at the back of the team, and there's literally nothing you can do about it. It just kept shuffling him back to the team over and over while spawning ads that are just insanely strong. Like, there was nothing I could do. Lost all the trinkets, lost literally everyone in the team, literally everyone. Good thing all I lost was a spare Hellion, a spare leopard, a spare Vestal, and a spare something else. What was it? Highwayman. But it also kind of sucks because I did have the spares for a reason, you know. A little bit annoying, but that's the way it goes. So my attempt to level up additional copies of those guys turned into just losing twice the amount of guys. So, oops. So little bit off kilter today. Right now, little bit tilted from that, but I think we'll be able to work through it and kill this boss. Right? This boss shouldn't be terribly hard. I think we should be able to do this very well. And we have a cheese in mind. You might notice one of my party guys isn't necessarily who you'd just think about bringing to a skeleton fight, you know? I guess I'm gonna try to stun you. It's my flagellant. He's here. He's gonna bleeds. Well, let's go for our guys first. We got Abomination for the Blight, and we got the Plague Doctor for the Blight. So obviously, we got a Blight setup in mind. Oh, I hate the move skills, man. They are so annoying. Certain heroes really need to have the move buffed, particularly the Leper. I am salty. I can't lie. I mean, you're gonna see through me if I didn't say I was salty about that. He has a move that's 1 forwards. That's all he can do. He can move 1 forwards. It's ridiculous. If your Leper gets literally sent all the way back to the back, he can't do anything. He has to spend 4 turns to get to the front, and that guy can just send you to the back every turn. It's insulting. Abomination has a similar problem. At least he can only move 1 forward, yeah. Like that. It's ridiculous. Why? Why? It's so annoying. I guess that's why. I guess I don't think you should base game design around what's annoying. Oh no, I'm doing it again. Oh no, I did have to delete an episode because I thought I was just complaining too much about this game. Don't do it. Stop. Yeah, so you won't see that one. That was a disastrous video. We did also have a video against this boss here, actually, against the Drowned Crew. So this isn't the first time we've gone here. We didn't even get to the boss. My Abomination decided that he's gonna go insane. Like there was a tactical, like, CIA psyop to get my Abomination insane. It was ridiculous. Like literally everything had like an insanity attack against him, and not only that, but like the crits were flying everywhere, dude. It was brutal, absolutely brutal. There's nothing I could do, dude. Nothing I could do. And after that, he just decided to fail every single roll to not kill himself, and he just decided, hey, why don't I kill myself? And then he killed himself, and I was like, well, sheesh. I guess no boss fight for me then, eh? Oh, fuck, that was it. It was this pack here. He died against this pack here. Like the weakest ass, pathetic group of jellyfish and fish. And it was just like, well, I guess I'm dead. To like 2 attacks. Like he got down to 0, and the very next attack killed him. Didn't even get a death resist. I was gonna say as well, during that whole session, I got diseased at every single opportunity as well. Ooh. I'm getting a little bit scared here. I'm getting a little bit scared that we're doing a fucking repeat right now. Alright, so I guess we got another disease now. I didn't factor that into my plans here. I did factor in cleansing a disease into my schedule here. But unfortunately, I can only cleanse 1. So I guess I gotta look at the severity of each disease here and then choose accordingly. I know that the severity of the Vestal disease isn't actually... No, the Abomination disease isn't that high, so I think we have to cleanse the Vestal now. It depends. Like last time I got one that just murdered me. Oh, minus 20% damage. Oh, whatever. Okay, we can live with that. I'll just cleanse that in town. Whatever.
A momentary abatement.
I think I think Hipper can deal with having 20% less damage. Like, what is 20% less of like no damage, you know? Just no damage, minus 20%. That's fine.
As the fiend falls,
She's here to stun things and heal. Get rid of Skeleton Peter. Didn't get that much holy water actually. I could have gotten more. I'm a little bit tilted, so I didn't consider what I actually would want to bring to a boss fight. But yeah, really hurt to do a boss fight and not even die to the boss fight. Like, fuck. Like, basically what happened is that we camped, we get ambushed, and I failed every single roll possible to the weakest possible enemy. And at that point, we were just too weak to even get to the boss fight. Like, we got stonewalled by, like, the tanky-ass enemies who get in the cove. I just couldn't get past them because they were too tanky. I was like, well, I guess we just escape now. There's nothing I can do. I just have to escape this mission. Feels real dumb, but... Because I think you can possibly do a lot of bosses as just 3 people, probably, right? I think you could if you plan most of your team well enough. But yeah, there were just so many enemies. Like, I think we had like 3 fights left until the boss somehow, and we were at like the penultimate room, I think. Like, we rolled so poorly, so fucking poorly. Getting a little bit worried about the stress and hit by you. A little bit. I don't need to cleanse that. I mostly brought the bandages for the crabs. Crab's gotta bleed, you have to cleanse, you know?
Press this advantage.
4 damage bleed. Not the worst thing in the world.
As victories mount, so too will
Okay.
resistance.
Man, just... I don't want to do too many fights here. Let's get into the boss fight, please. That's all I want to do.
The way
Sometimes
is
you
lit,
just
the path is clear.
insist that you have to fight
We require only the strength
in every
to
single
follow
room of the
it.
dungeon. I'm just like, you know, I could do without that. You know?
The light, the promise of safety.
I think something that makes this game a little bit like, even... Oh. Oof. Woof, that sucks. I think something that makes this game a little bit annoying and frustrating to play sometimes is that it's really slow. Really slow. Like, think about it next time you have a fight, like how slow it is. So like, when things go badly for you, it goes badly for a long time until you're out of it. Like, the animations just sort of take forever. You know Slay the Spire? Slay the Spire has like this option to turn on like speed mode, so that each animation is like way faster. And you can generally play your moves a lot faster. I really wish there was something like that in this game. And I don't think there is. I should check. I'm pretty sure I checked at some point, and I couldn't find anything. I just really wish there was something like that, because... Yeah, see, that's like a straight 2-3 seconds for just doing a stun. Like, whenever you get like a sick crit or something like that, it's like, yeah, you know? But when you're doing an action, which is good, it helps you, you know? But in essence, the action is good because it makes the fight go longer, you know?
Unforgiving.
It just feels a bit bad when you get these really long animations for it. Like, if you could like double click or something while the animations are playing and skip them, oh, that would actually make me feel so much better playing this game. It's like playing Dota. You're just like, you know, trying to get a game over with. You know you're lost, or you know you're trying to win, but it just takes forever to get to the point where you can close it out. You know, that's kind of what it feels like sometimes. Last guy's still got proc, even though he's not guarding anything. Okay, that's fine. We can live with that. What happened to our party? Who shuffled us like this? When did this happen? Oh, the party still kind of works, but I totally missed how this happened. It's weird. Whoa, lucky boy. Oh yeah, so the cheese. Here's the cheese. Oh fuck, I fucked it up, haven't I? I think we still have a chance. We actually do need more metals now, though. But we can make it happen during the fight, I suppose. A flagellant has
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
2 items on him for virtue chance here. And that's because if a character gets virtue when stress goes too high,
Momentary abatement.
they will refuse to be grabbed by the Anchorman, trivializing that part of the encounter
Success.
and making sure that we can just kind of walk all over them, and there's something you can do about it. So how do we make that happen deliberately? Well, what we can do is that with the Flagellant, you can actually stress him deliberately with Suffer, and while camping. So I should have done that already. I forgot. Oops. Which would actually be a really nice way of de-stressing him as well. Because his way of stressing himself is actually a way of de-stressing others. So
Singular strike.
this will actually work out really nicely. There you go. So he should have a... That's the wrong skill. Oh, oops. Oops, I'm bad. I can't escape either. Well, whatever. We can make it work next month. I just picked a skill at random there, basically. I didn't look. I forgot he has more skills that I don't use. I just picked a skill that I don't use regularly, you know? I was like, oh, this is the one, right? Pretty sure this is the one. It's not. It wasn't the one. We gotta kill the Stinger before he does more damage. Stingers are the worst, because the stun and the disease. I hate diseases, man. Like, that was another thing that screwed me. Oh man, really? That was another thing that screwed me up that boss attempt. Is that I just got real unlucky and got like a particularly nasty disease, which like substantially made it worse for me. For that run, it was like a red plague or something like that. I think what did me in that whole run though, I think what really destroyed me is that I had a bunch of quirks in the character that was like plus stress versus humans and plus stress versus Cove. And I went up against humans in the Cove and they crit every single attack on my Abomination, and that was it. It just seems like, you know, it shouldn't get him, but I think he also had like stress trinkets on him, maybe like 1 or so, I think. So he had like plus 50% stress or something like that. Yeah. A little bit unlucky, very unlucky actually, but also a little bit my fault. Cool. Okay, let's get the correct skill this time. I guess we might have to make this thing happen during the fight now, considering how close we are to the boss fight now, probably.
As the light gains purchase,
it's this skill, Endure, that we have to use.
And purpose is made clear.
Yeah, because I think we're probably looking at the boss fight right now, aren't we? Yeah, sure. There's one thing we can do though. So I did specifically pick the Flagellant for this. That's because if he camps, let's camp right here. He can actually choose to stress himself.
An uneasy companionship.
I never chose to do this. I actually did more. Great. You have to get rid of a disease. I think you get rid of a disease on the Abomination. There we go. And then we self-medicate probably. Get more accuracy. And then we need to get rid of the stress on Hipper, I think. So let's encourage her. How many more do we have? Oh, let's bless the Abomination. Excellent. Because I don't need to get rid of more stress than that, because the Abomination can de-stress from now on.
The match
cool.
Is struck.
Let's go
here.
here.
Star is born.
Alright, so there is a way this can go wrong. I've been talking about being unlucky, and there's a chance we get unlucky here. So, I was saying, yeah. There's 25% chance that we get Virtue, which is pretty low. I can't really make that happen deliberately, you know? But I have the Hero's Ring for 25%, and I got the Ancestor something, Tentacle statue, something like that, for another 20% or something like that, I think. I forget. But it should add up to 45%, which should add up to 70%. So we should have a 70% chance to Virtue and successfully cheese the encounter. Which I think are fairly good odds. I think that's... I don't think that's too risky of me. Because even if we fail, we might be able to eke out a win. Having one guy be impeded, I don't know what the name of that thing is, I keep forgetting, isn't the worst thing that's ever happened to me, no? I need to sort out my fucking order. It's been like this forever, and I just keep forgetting about it. My only thing I want to make sure though is that this guy dies, and he'll die. He'll die. Okay, he's in the back now. Let's see. What turn is it? It's turn 2. He's not going to explode yet. So I don't think we have to touch him. I think we just de-stress him. There we go. And we stress. Excellent. And I think we just go as normal. Oh, we can damage him. Just in case we damage him. Now he's dead. I didn't realize that Vestal could hit that far, honestly. I thought she was limited to Justice 3 here. But that's just for the stun. You can actually reach all the way back if you use the damage spell. Excellent. Ooh. Excellent. Thank you. Perfect. I don't think it hit anyone. Kind of looked like it hit everyone, but I think we made it. I think it survived. What was that? What was that skull icon there? Did it like prevent me from casting something there? With that jig? I've never seen that before. Oh, I wonder if I can't cast like stress and living spells or something like that while he's around. Because I have seen like a little border around abilities like that before on the other characters. You know the that character we fought against in the Wild. The mushroom hag wizard. She cast the reanimate thing on the bodies and brought up mushrooms, and they had like an aura, like a low tip. That meant that if you if it's up, you can't heal. I think he does a similar thing, right? Probably should go for the stamina. Is that day? Never mind. Just keep stressing ourselves. Keep stressing her. Great. Can we stun this guy? No. We got a little bit of a weakness for killing things fast, but once we get to the boss, that should be fine. Because we don't kill things. We kill things exponentially fast, right? We start slow, but we get fast given time. Halfway done. This is like a good enemy to be fighting for while I want to get stressed, but it's not doing a good job. He's doing a very bad job. I feel like this guy almost never actually hits you with his spells. Like his accuracy is actually really low, I think. It's annoying because this is the one time I wanted to get stressed. I'm deliberately trying to get stressed right now and it just won't do it, you know? Fine, you're dead. He's not dead yet. I want to cast one more spell from my Paladin. No! If he survived that, I would have been able to make it. Because the stress spell also makes you faster. Oh man. We gotta sacrifice some things here then. Do we get to redeem or do we get exsanguinate? We get exsanguinate, I think. Because I don't think we're gonna need a heal. But we are. This is a fight where he like tries to wear you out, you know? And stress you out. Oh fuck, I'm not stressed out. I'm not stressed out, dude! This is bad, but also not the worst thing in the world. I mean, I think we can kill this guy normally as well.
Shouts his orders, and the crew obeys.
I think there's one good thing about Flagellant as well, is that this guy? Oh, he buffs him with bleed resist, dude. Oh fuck, man. That blows. Blows a lot, man. Don't like that one bit. I was gonna say, we can like preemptively start bleeding him, you know? But we can't. Because he's got 150 bleed chance. I guess we may as well get some bleed resist down. And we can't blight him. I think we actually do blight this guy. It's a shame he counts as 2. He counts as 1 character. If he counted like as 3 characters, he would be so sick. You can't stun this guy though. There we go. That's great. That's a pull, isn't it? No, it's not. I don't know, I think it's going pretty well. Even though my cheese is not really popping off at all right now. Yeah, let's keep blighting this guy. I mean, he is taking 24 damage per turn right now. He could be taking more as well, if I was bleeding him. That's minus 66, so next one he'll definitely be bled. I should be banishing this actually. I do have the option to do. You can't stun that. Yeah, no way. No way that's stunning him. Let's heal up. You do anchor the first guy, right? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Oh, you stress him. No, he got totally cleansed. Wow. That really sucks. I hate that. It's awful. I was thinking like, ooh, we can bleed him once he's done with this bullshit. But we can't. Because he got rid of the debuff that made him bleedable. So we're gonna have to work him down with bleeds again. So I should have bled the Drowned Crew the whole time. Can we stun him for this? We can, but it doesn't actually do anything. I don't know if he even has any actions right now. Bludgeon can take actions now, right? I think Bludgeon can take actions. I think the crew... Oh, yeah, the crew gets buffed while it's anchored, so... Yeah, actually, it does really suck that that it is doing this right now. But once my stress pops off here, and if we get lucky, this should be totally fine. There we go. Cross the fingers. Fuck! No!
The mind cannot hope to withstand.
Oh, that's a critical failure. That puts a big old wrench in the works. Huge wrench in the works. What do you even do about that? I think plan B is you turn into a monster, right? I think that's plan B. This guy needs to die though. Fuck, he's not getting blood. Yeah, plan B is turn into a monster. It absolutely is. Fuck. No. He's not useless. He's not useless, but... That's a big old pain. So to start now is we're transitioning into Monster Abomination and stunning the Anchorman. Yeah, we when he pops up, we stun the Anchorman and attack him, so that hopefully he dies from blight and stuff the next round.
Powerful blow.
Good news is that while this was happening, he didn't heal up that much. Right? So we've still done a quarter of his health. And I don't think we transition to Monster Man until the next Anchorman is done. Great news is that right, he's still just chilling there, and he's gonna die. So during this turn here, he can't just summon a new Anchorman. Minus crit might actually be worth cleansing. Yeah, I'll cleanse that. What do we do about that? You have a stun? No, you don't. Do you have a stun? There is another cheese you could have got done. You do have a stun. There's another cheese we could have done with the Bounty Hunter, but it unfortunately required us to use the Plague Court DLC. Unfortunately, so I couldn't do it because that would have involved me install the DLC and also finding the trinket, so I couldn't do it. But there is a really funny way to trivialize this encounter, apparently, by basically you just pull the boss with the grappling hook so that this guy here comes in the back, because he literally can't do anything in the back. But he's got 240 resistance to move, so it's really hard to pull off. Really, really hard to pull off. So you need very specific items to make it happen. Awesome! Actually, the Rapturous thing helped me though. Great. Good stuff. You have to die. You have to die. You're dead. And now you just get to stay as a Widowman. We gotta agree on, like, the nomenclature for the Abomination. Is it Widowman and Doggoman? No, there already is a Doggoman, you see, right? Widowman, Monster Man. Yeah. That works. We can stay as Widowman.
Can be healed.
How's this party looking right now? This is fine. This is totally fine. Is this fine? Yeah, that's fine. Turn out fine. Stun? Okay. Here's how it works. If you can't stun the Anchorman, you just ignore him and try to bleed and blight the boss. That's the strategy. So this is gonna hurt a little bit. Well, we can still do it though. Alright, yeah, we just ignore him. Because we need 2 turns to kill him. Because he's got blight, bleed, and prot resistance. So all the things combined basically means that we can't touch him. And now we can go on him because his prot is down and his resistance is down. Problem is that he's very slow though. Yeah, that's what actually really sucks. Really sucks. We're blight and bleed based, and every turn we take, he heals and we lose and we get stress every single turn, and he's slow. So our way of killing him is actually super not optimal for dealing with this at all. It's the worst possible way to kill him, because it'll take too long before he actually dies. I think we had to turn to Monster Man. I think we had to. So now is the question: do we stay as Monster Man? Because if we go out of Monster Man now, we can't go back. So I think the correct answer is we stay as Monster Man. I think. Oh. Oh. It's actually decent damage. We don't have a stun as Monster Man anymore, so we just gotta hope that we get the stun as a Vestalia. Nope. That's fine. Wait, are you dead? Are you just dead? No, he's not dead. It's fine. Because he heals for like 4 every turn, I think. I think it's about that. It's got like 50% prot, and we can't blight or bleed him right now. He's fine, totally fine. Nothing you can do. Yeah, look how fast he's healing. Yeah, just gotta pull out every single source of damage we have here. Yeah. Actually, reasonable amount of damage from that. Kind of used to his attacks being kind of weak, but was actually enough to kill him. Great, not bad. Turn 12, Jesus. This is going so deep. I think the boss is dead this turn, yeah? I think that's it. There he goes!
Forever.
See ya! Ooh, thank you, trinkets. I'll take them.
Beyond the lights
Flip,
reach.
flip. Great! Tell me the Hamlet, please. Driven from this land. Hell yeah, dude. That's all the bosses. Literally every single one of them. Got them. They're destroyed. Never to be seen again. Literally. Got the maniac. No. Oh, dude, no. Really? Oh,
The poor
sucks.
caretaker. I fear his long-standing duties here have
Check it out, dude.
affected him.
No more bosses! I guess we do the Darkest Dungeon next then. I've never seen that. Ever. So that'll be interesting. Probably pretty hard. Let's see how that goes. Very exciting. Just 3 missions away from being done with the game now. Damn. Damn, dude. Oh yeah, by the way. Upgraded this. Just like that. That is the Hamlet fully restored. The only thing we can add to it now are these 2 buildings here. Outside's bonfire and the Red Hook statue thing. That's great. That's super cool. Almost done. Very close. So, let's call it here. Thank you all very much for hanging out. Hope you had a great time. And I hope to see you again for the finale of Darkest Dungeon. Cheers! Thank you all very much. Take it easy. See ya. Goodbye.